Welcome to Detroit's Darkest Times. Today's segment is the RENNASSON Center in Detroit City. They're now announcing a $1.6 billion development on the RENNASSON Center, which means taking out 2 towers, to make room for hotel access and housing. So this is going to be a big development, and access to the Riverwalk. So this is going to be something good for Detroit City. I believe it's the Tower 300 and 400 that they're going to take out. But those of you that's familiar with the RENNASSON Center, myself, it's been a part of my life, my whole journey of my life. And years back, this used to be my old clubhouse. And I did a lot of things in this place. And it's just been an all-around good experience for me over the years. As a youngster, going there many times, hanging out, doing all types of different things. And I have mentioned this on another segment of mine on Detroit's Darkest Times. But today we just wanted to let y'all know that General Motors, Bedrock is the two corporations that's involved with this. And it's going to be a $1.6 billion development. So we are anxious to see the outcome of it when it's finished. Because the RENNASSON Center's been around for many years. And it's just a big change for the city, but in a positive way. And Detroit's growing, and they're really doing a number on the downtown Detroit area. So it's bringing a lot of people back to Detroit. The ones who can afford to move back to Detroit, let's just put it that way. But here at Detroit's Darkest Times, we would consider purchasing a place in the RENNASSON Center once they get it developed. But we'll just stay up with it, stay on track with it, and see what kind of places they're going to have once it gets finished. But that's a thought right now. It's not really a reality as far as us purchasing a place there. But we just wanted to bring it to everybody's attention. This is up and coming. And hopefully a lot of people can purchase a place there because it's a landmark. It's got a lot of history behind it. There's been many activities around it and in it, and it just it'd be something positive, because the Renaissance Center's been around for a long time, and it's got a few facelifts over the years, but nothing major. So a good change is, you know, a positive vibe, and we're just interested to see the outcome of the development and curious to know what the prices may be for the housing. We'll check into that and see if it's reachable and things of that nature. And while we're on this segment, we will just want to give a shout out to a few people in Michigan. We're going to shout out our new mayor. We're going to shout out Rick Wershey Jr. and his wife and family. We're going to shout out the Detroit Police Department, the Michigan State Trooper Department, and everybody else that's trying to do a positive vibe for Detroit City. Because Detroit's been through hell over the years, and they went there and back, basically. And now it's just a big comeback for Detroit, and everybody's loving it. It's a positive vibe, and all the people that's involved in making Detroit a great place to be, hats off to you all. And here at Detroit's Darkest Times, we really appreciate Detroit City coming back from all the shit it's been through. So that being said, stay positive, stay alert, treat people the way you want to be treated, help one another when you can, support the people that's making Detroit City a great place. Also, do not ever forget where you come from. Whether you're a Detroiter or outside of Detroit, anything like that, we just want to give you a message. Just don't never forget where you came from. Because that's what molds a person to be who they are today. And just always think positive. And just remember, if you're having a hard time, tomorrow's always a better day. And we like to support the people who's doing positive things in Detroit City and the surrounding areas. So just make sure that every day counts, whether you do one positive thing or 20 positive things. Just make sure that every day counts, and that we can all make this year 2026 a great year for everybody. So let's work together and make this happen. Because it's nothing like people helping one another, staying positive, and things of that nature. And always in the neighborhoods, always watch after the children. Even though they ain't your kids, always kind of keep your eye on them, stuff like that. Because helping one another out like that is a big plus in the neighborhood, you know. Because it only takes just a couple seconds for something bad to happen to a kid, like getting ran over by a car or whatever the case may be. And it only takes just a few seconds for something like that to happen. So always pay attention for, you're around your surroundings and all the children that's playing in your neighborhood. If you're driving through the neighborhood, drive with caution. Drive at a certain speed where you're able to stop if a kid runs out in front of you or something like that, That's real important. And, also take care of your neighbors. If you take care of each other, it just makes your neighborhood a better place to be. You know what I mean? And just everybody as a whole, just take care of one another makes life great, you know. And life is short. No one's promised tomorrow. So you got to make every day count. And if you've been at it with somebody last year or something like that, or not getting along with somebody last year, try to make this year a better way. Whether you, apologize to that person, or if you just, some people just cannot get along regardless. If it's that kind of situation, just cut it off, this month. Just, don't go back and forth with somebody and stuff like that if you're not getting along or something like that. Just cut it off. And you'll see that you'll have a better day, they'll have a better day, things of that nature. But if you're two strong individuals that can actually apologize to each other for whatever the case is and get along with each other, that's a positive vibe right there. So, here at Detroit's Darkest Times, we just try to get people to vibe good with each other, get along with each other, have a good time. And, also people that like to go to clubs and stuff. When you go to clubs, have a good time, treat each other good, and these clubs will stay open where you're able to go somewhere on the weekend. You know what I mean? But if you got people going to the clubs and showing out, and then next thing you know, the club's closing down because they're getting so many calls for the authorities come to straighten things out and all that. That's just no way to go. So make sure if you like clubbing and you like going out on the weekend, make sure when you're at the club, and this is for everybody that goes to the clubs or goes to the bars, whatever. Everybody needs to get along with everybody, and then you can have a good time out and no incidents happen, and everything's straight. So that's let's work on that this year and see if we can't kick it and have a good time and no drama. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, uh, if you need a mentor, look up TK Kirkland. He'll guide you in the right track. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, peace out.